Okay, Shalom. Kohalo Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rekah HaKradash. Shalom and salutations and double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, where I continue to learn this 100% true from. Shalom to the elder bishops and the elders, and the prophets and the teachers and evangelists, also of Great Millstone, who I also continue to learn this 100% true from. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatham, the water for your sacrifices. Also, I want to say shalom to the speckled bird, the confused face, the Akim and Aqua, the Akim on the highways and byways, and last but not least, the elect. Back again with another video. Pray that you be edified with it. And I'm going to have entitled this Concentrate on Self-Control. I didn't necessarily get inspiration from someone. It was more of the thought of how things are today in the world and what we have to do to maintain, to endure to the end, because we're going to go through trials and tribulations and temptations we're going to have to deal with. And to pass these tests and to get over these temptations, you have to have some kind of self-control. Things like prayer, fasting, are great to help with your self-control. Praying to Yahweh while Yahweh Shai to have some kind of spirit and controlling yourself, because we are in perilous times. We are in evil times now. Not we're entering, but we are in. And because we are in these times, things are going to get harder and harder. And these things are going to weigh down on your spirit. Plus, if you are in this truth, this 100% truth, you're learning and you're understanding, you're becoming frustrated and angry about the things that you learn about, even though it's opening your eyes and your ears. It puts your spirit, your spirit is uneasy now. So you need Yahweh or Yahweh Shai to calm your spirit, to put you in a comfort. And that's what the scriptures do. The scriptures is self-control system through the words and power of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai to help you to move forward, to continue the next day. You know what I'm saying? One of the things you should be doing when you wake up is praising Yahweh while Yahweh Shai for allowing you to get up to praise his name again, because his name is worthy of being praised, and his son's name is worthy of being praised, which is Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls JC. And you have to put yourself in a humbling position, because now you realize that, you're in a situation where at any given time, anything can happen to you. When you go on the highways and byways, when you step outside, even when you're at home. So you have to put yourself in a better situation, or a better position of strengthening your faith and your understanding, because you know what I mean. At any given time, anything can happen. That's why you pray to Yahweh and Yahweh Shai to have mercy on your spirit. Yahweh or Yahweh Shai is not the ones you want to anger with your ignorance or your sinful ways. If you understand what is sin, which is transgression of the laws. You know what I mean? The law, statutes, and commandments. And the only ones that can get the law, statutes, and commandments are the Israelites. No one else. So enough with the rambling. Let's get to the scriptures here. The first one I have is Sirach 7:14. And it reads, use not many words in a multitude of elders, and make not much babbling when thou prayest. Now, I've heard I've heard the Elder Arian, Elder Yashawamba, recently speak about this, and I know I've heard it before from other elders and teachers of Great Millstone. But this is something that you have to learn how to train your heart, meaning your mind, to knowing that in order for you to prosper, you cannot do what you want and act how you feel, or act how you feel and do what you want. You know what I'm saying? You cannot go around, especially in the body, acting out and getting emotional. This is not a place for effeminate men to prosper. You can stay in the world with that. And your prayers are most important than anything, because through your prayer, it builds your character. You know what I'm saying? This is James 4:3, and it reads, "Ye ask and receive not, because ye ask amiss, that ye may consume it upon your lust." So when you ask for wicked things, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is not going to accommodate you. But if you ask for righteous things and you're doing the righteous things to please the Most High and His Son, then in due time, well, I like to use the word gradually, it will happen. And you won't even know when it happened, because it would just happen. I speak from experience with that. There are things that I've prayed to Yahweh Shem Yahushua to do for me, and before I knew it, they were done. I was living in that moment. You know what I mean? And when you realize that, you got to thank the Most High and be grateful that He put you in a position to go through that. Because what they say, what don't kill you make you stronger. Well, it makes you wiser. Not stronger, but makes you wiser. Luke 21:36. "Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and stand before the Son of Man." That's a great scripture, because that time is coming, and you want to be on in the right position, and you want to be you want the Most High and His Son to not be angry with you when the time comes, because if so, you're going to be destroyed. You know what I'm saying? You'll be left to your destruction. This is what I wanted to get right here. This is Tobit 12:8. "Prayer is good with fasting and alms and righteousness." I brought this out a couple of days ago. "A little with righteousness is better than much with unrighteousness. It is better to give alms than to lay up gold." All right. Sirach 31:18. "When thou sittest among many, reach not thine hand out first of all." Yeah, you don't want to be Mr. Thirsty. Have some control. Sirach 32:7, and it reads, "Speak, young man, if there be need of thee, and yet scarcely when thou art twice asked." So speak when spoken to, especially with the elders are speaking to you. Speak when spoken to. Galatians 5:23. "Meekness, temperance, against such there is no law, and that they are Hamashiachs, and that they that are Hamashiachs have crucified the flesh with the affections of lust." Let those lustful feelings go. And I'm first to tell you, it's not easy. It's not easy to do that. because your body and your flesh and blood has been so, it's grown immune to pleasures and lusts. Because in Esau's world, this is what he has done. He has flooded you, and he has made you. I'm using for short words today. He has made you comfortable and acceptable to things that are that go against Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, but to you are pleasurable and no harm. Right? So you should do this. Colossians 3:2. Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth. So look to please Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to try to please yourself, because when you're doing that, I'm just going to be honest with you, majority of the time you're going off. You know what I'm saying? You're here to serve out a curse and a punishment, and to understand your wicked ways versus the righteous ways, and learning the righteous ways, that you may convert your soul and spirit to doing what is right versus what is wrong and what's comfortable for you. And learn to lean to lean and have confidence in Yahweh Shai and the scriptures. The scriptures are the greatest comforter that you can ever have when you are in the spirit and you are doing what's right versus what's wrong. There's another one, Wisdom of Solomon 6:11. Wherefore set your affliction. Wherefore set your affection upon my words. Desire them, and ye shall be instructed. So it'll put you in the right position that you need to be in, versus just doing what you want to do. And lastly, I got one more. Proverbs 25:28. He that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls. So you must have some self-control about how you carry yourself. Have some integrity for yourself. Have some respect for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Unlike the 2/3 that sell a soul cheap, even though they think it's not. And it's all right with them because they have been trained and broken down to do so. And they don't care who they hurt and, who it affects. And this is what's wrong with our communities, so-called communities today. And preferably what they had did to our women is broke them down and then made them sell their soul and their families for nothing, but for some food that they poison anyway. I just did a lesson. You're going to die anyway. So you should be doing, you should do the right things, because selling your soul, thinking that, just to be in that moment is, you're going to be destroyed anyway. Why put yourself through that? It may feel good for a minute, but you're going to have to pay eventually. So, yeah, man. Abba Rock to you edify with that quick lesson. I'm going to say, Kahalo Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rekahak Radash. Shalom and salutations and double honors again to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. I continue to learn this 100% truth. And shalom to the elect. Shalom.